What's going on, everybody? Clayton here. We are on day 2 on the Dayton Hamvention tour here in Xenia, Ohio, not too far from Dayton, Ohio. I am your host, Clayton, Kilowatt 9 Queen Charlie Alpha, 250 pounds of Yaesu. So stay tuned for some video content because in today's day number 2 tour, I'm going to be interviewing Yaesu for the FTX1. And I'm also going to check out to see if there's possibly any FTX1 still around. I already heard that there wasn't any available though, but it doesn't hurt to check. Also, I'm going to be doing some more interviews, some more video feeds. I'm also going to try to go live, so stay tuned. And 73s here in Xenia, Ohio at Hamvention 25. Hey, what's up, guys? So I just got done checking out a couple of different buildings. I went ahead and went to the Gigapark section, and I went ahead and got me a one of those Explorer backpacks. So that backpack is actually pretty nice. That thing is so big, you could probably fit like 3 or 4 radios in that thing. When I actually did that, I bought 2 other bag accessories to go into it. So, and then I also bought myself a small little battery as well with a battery case. So that's going to be pretty fun to take that out to the POTA and do some parks on the air with that. Also, I want to give a shout out to Kelly, KI4JAV from Tennessee. Kelly, thank you so much for stopping me while I was walking around. Thank you so much for recognizing me and stopping me. And it was really nice to get a picture with you. And I hope you enjoy the stickers and my eyeball contact cards. 73s, and we're going to keep this film gate rolling here at Hamvention 25. Hey everybody, I am Clayton, your host here at Hamvention 2025, Kilo 9 Queen Charlie Alpha. You all know me as 250 pounds of Yaesu. I was having some video problems, so I got Tank Radio as a photographer helping me here with my video content. So Tank Radio, give a shout out to everybody.
What is going on Tank?
All right, Tank Radio, guys. We got Mr. Todd here, AI4 Tango Bravo. He was joining my live on my YouTube last night while I was in my hotel room. It was kind of like a hotel after chat kind of thing. So, Todd, I appreciate you joining my live chat yesterday in YouTube. And I see we have something in common. We both love POTA and we enjoy QRP. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, and we already went through this. So if you want to go ahead and let you know everybody who you are and who you represent. It looks like you got QRP Life, and you want to explain a little bit about your hobby and how you got into QRP?
Yeah, so I was fortunate when I got into radio. I didn't have anybody saying that don't do QRP when you're new. Nobody told me that, so I didn't know that it was supposed to be hard. And guess what? It wasn't. Now, to be fair, I already knew Morse code, so CW was always my thing. I hardly do any SSB. I do some digital stuff, but primarily CW. So I started out on 5 watts, and so solar cycle's been good anyway, so it was never an issue for me. I didn't know that you weren't supposed to be able to do that easily. So I'd go out. Sometimes you could activate in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes an hour. But for me, I love POTA, I love the radio. It gives me an added bonus to what I already like to do. I love to hike. I like going to parks. I like exploring the history of the parks. So that's more my focus. So when I activate 10, 20, 30 QSOs, and then I go and enjoy the park.
Nice.
So, and that's what I kind of love about POTA. Some people want to go there and rack up as many as they can, and that's their great time, and that's awesome. Some guys like me want to do the park and just do a little bit of radio. That's awesome too. So it works for everybody.
How many successful activations have you had, and how many parks have you activated doing the 1,000 QSO award?
Oh, I haven't done a whole lot of activations. I've probably done 160, 170 activations maybe. But what's interesting is I think that's 140 unique parks. And that's also in all 50 states plus DC and Puerto Rico.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, with that, even from home I do QRP. So yeah, I did DXCC through ARRL. I got that. All QRP.
Nice. What's your shack station at your QTH that you mainly use at home?
So I'm running big power there. I've got a 15-watt Elecraft K2.
Nice.
I do have an old tube radio. I have a Drake TR4CW. set up. That was like a restoration.
Boat anchor.
Yeah, it was a restoration of love. So that puts out more power when I play with that. So every now and then, if there's a DX station out there that somebody in particular I want, yeah, I'll throw that on. But with CW, it's never really that difficult. You know, if you can get rid of noise, you can hear almost anything.
Right. I know since you like QRP, if you get a chance, check out HF Signals, their new Z-Bit.
So yeah, I'm doing a weird kind of paradoxical activation tomorrow. I picked up a Z-Bit X at 4 Days in May, the QRP event, and I'm going to go out and say activating a park with the least expensive radio and the most expensive key. So I'm going to have basically $150 radio,
right,
and $1,000 Bengali. So I'm going to put those two together and see what happens.
Nice. And how long have you been in amateur radio?
I'm kind of a COVID ham. I was brought into it. My grandfather was a ham. So my very first radio when I was young was a Yaesu 101B tube radio. And so I played with that, didn't know anything. We didn't have an internet, right? We're talking the 80s. So I blew that up, in about a year.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to wrap up this interview here a little bit. I don't want to make it a long story interview, though, but I appreciate you running into me, man. It was a pleasure.
Oh, my pleasure. It was great meeting you.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you so much.
You.
Guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Clayton, 250 pounds of Yaesu. I've got Tony here, VK3YV from Australia. So here's a quick little story before I get into this short little video here. So Tony came across my POTA activation at park number US 9349 north of Davenport, Iowa. It was about a couple weeks ago, and Tony was hunting some parks, and he was a hunt. Were you hunting, or was it a park to park?
I was hunting.
Okay.
Yeah, hunting.
Okay, so Tony was hunting, and he came across my my hunting there, and we exchanged our QSLs, and I don't remember what radio I was running. It might have been that TS50, the 100 watt. But after the activation had got done, and I uploaded my logs, I went on to Tony's QRZ page and just to glance around to see what he had for pictures, and I noticed Tony had Dayton 2025 on most of his page, and I said, oh, cool, he's going to be there. So I kind of thought, well, maybe I could contact him, and we can maybe do a little meet and greet and exchange our QSL cards.
Yep, g'day, mate. How you going?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of make just a short little video, and thanks for allowing me to do this. So Tony, how long have you come to Dayton, and how many times have you been in America?
Well, this is, I've been to Hamvention 3 times.
Okay.
Last time was in 2022, and I've been to the US about 20 times, I suppose, since I was 16. So it's a bit of a holiday place for us.
How long have you been licensed in Australia?
Since 2015.
2015. Okay. And what do you primarily like to do in ham radio?
POTA is a big one, and also like to contest, and just. Not so much rag chew, but get out in the park and get in the field and make contacts. Okay, awesome. What do you run in your shack at the house? I've got an IC 7300 ICOM and a 7100. Nice. I just bought a new Flex 8400. Oh, that's perfect. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to check out this video. Oh, by the way, I know you guys wanted me to start filming these on horizontal, not vertical. So thanks for letting me do that. So 73 guys, K9QCA, 250 pounds of Yaesu. Until next video. 73. Hey guys, Clayton here again. Kilo 9 Queen Charlie Alpha, 250 pounds of Yaesu. Well, we just got done with eating lunch, and we had a good talk with our good friend from Australia, Tony. And right now what we're doing is we are going to make our way out here to the Boneyard and check out and see what kind of deals we can find, and maybe I can burn another hole in my wallet. Hi. So I'm going to be going live here now. I'm going to go live on my iPad. So catch you guys later, and stay tuned for some more videos. 73s, K9QCA here at Hamvention, day number 2. Hello. Well, we are back, and we are on the other end of the Boneyard over here, and so I went live, and I was live on my iPad.
and I had it charged up to about 40–50%. And I just said, well, you know, screw it. I'm gonna go live on my iPad mini until the darn thing dies. So, well, it's not on the charger because I wanted to save my charging done for my cell phone and my other audio equipment, so which I already did. So I got my cell phone charged up, and well, I guess we're just gonna spend a little time on this side of the flea market and look around and see what I can find and see if I'll buy anything. So come join me for the last 30 minutes of the Ham Fest before they start wrapping things up, because it's just about closing time over here. Hope everybody had a fantastic Saturday for day number 2 here in Dayton. I will be here tomorrow. I'm going to try to get here a little earlier. Tomorrow everything wraps up around noon, so one last thing I need to do for tomorrow is I need to interview the Yaesu guys for the FTX1. I was going to do that today, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So, yeah. So then I was out in the Boneyard today. I saw a Kenwood. I'm sorry, it was not a Kenwood. I saw an Elecraft KX3 transceiver, and the guy had the old kit and caboodle. He wanted $1,800 for it, and I told him, I says, well, I says, I'm interested, but I says, I'd like to come back. And so I got done finishing my live stream. I went back over there again and talked to him, and he was nice enough. He pulled it out, and he says, are you interested? And I said, yeah, I'm interested in this. I says, I'd like to see it hooked up first. So he was nice enough to do that, and he hooked it up. And when I was talking to everybody in my live stream, I asked if $1,800 was too expensive for a KX3, and most of all the comments that I had received was that the KX3 was too expensive. So I had a couple of comments saying that $1,200 would be, I think, a fair price. So I told the guy, I said, would you take $1,200 cash? He says, no, I have too much money wrapped up into it. So I ended up passing up on it. We'll see what happens tomorrow, because, when you come out here to the flea market, you can haggle prices with these tailgaters out here. Sometimes they don't want to budge, and that's the story of that radio that I was interested in. I saw some other radios too I thought were kind of cool. I saw a really old looking 10-tech that I liked, and so yeah, very good. Hi Mom. Somebody walked past me and they said, hi Mom, but he wasn't on film because I'm filming this way. Oh, so since somebody had put a comment on one of my streams, they had said that I need to start filming in horizontal instead of vertical, because the subscriber who was talking to me said that when I'm filming in a vertical, it just looks super tiny on the computer. So I'm going to start filming like this from now on, if I can try to remember. So everybody's wrapping things up over here now. Let me go ahead and turn the camera facing the other direction so you can see what they're all up to here. All right, guys, so I wanted to go ahead and get this last video off of before I start wrapping things up here at Dayton. This is day number 2. I already did the last part looking at the Boneyard and stuff, so I'm going to wrap things up. So anyway, guys, make sure to check me out for tomorrow for day 3 here at Hamvention. We're going to start to get a little bit more in depth probably in the Boneyard, because a lot of these tailgaters will probably end up lowering down the prices a lot more I'm going to try to see if that KX3 is still out there and if the guy is going to haggle on the price. Anyway, before I say 73s, I wanted to show you guys this. So I was over at the POTA booth, and the guys over there were so cool. I got a tag made for me for POTA. It's got 250 pounds of Yaesu on it for my social media name, and they also put the TikTok and YouTube symbols on there. So anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like. Check me out tomorrow for day 3 here at Hamvention 25. Also use coupon code 250 pounds of Yaesu. Save 10% on hamradioprep.com and World Radio League 73s.